If you believe getting 8 hours of sleep is enough, you might be surprised. Many of us, especially as we get older, find ourselves waking up tired despite clocking in a full night's rest. So, what's going on? In today's video, we're diving into why this happens and, more importantly, how you can fix it. We'll uncover the reasons behind morning fatigue and offer practical, science-backed solutions to boost your energy levels. Now you might be thinking, isn't sleep just about the hours? Well, not quite. Studies show that sleep quality is just as crucial as quantity. For instance, did you know that disruptions in your sleep cycle can leave you feeling groggy, even if you hit the sack early? And here's another eye-opener. Certain habits before bed might be sabotaging your rest without you even realizing it. Here's what we'll cover today. First, we'll explore the importance of sleep stages and why REM sleep is your best friend. Next, we'll discuss how your evening routine might be affecting your sleep quality. And the third point will surprise you, how your diet can play a role in how refreshed you feel in the morning. These insights aren't just theoretical, they're practical tips you can start using tonight. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable tips to improve your sleep quality and feel more alert throughout the day. You'll learn to avoid common mistakes like late-night screen time and discover new ways to enhance your rest. So, if you're ready to transform your mornings, hit the like button and subscribe for more life-enhancing tips. Let's get started on this journey to better sleep and brighter mornings. Are you getting enough quality sleep? You know, it's not just about clocking in those 7 or 8 hours. It's really about the quality of sleep you're getting. I mean, have you ever woken up after a full night's rest and still felt like you could sleep for another few hours? It's frustrating, right? You might be sleeping the right amount of hours, but if you're waking up multiple times during the night or feeling groggy in the morning, something's off. Let's talk about why this happens. The thing is, our sleep is made up of different stages, and deep sleep is crucial. It's during these stages that our bodies repair and rejuvenate. If you're not getting enough deep sleep, you might feel like you're running on empty, even if you've been in bed for a solid 8 hours. And sometimes, sleep disorders like sleep apnea can sneak in and disrupt these cycles without us even realizing it. It's more common than you might think, and often goes undiagnosed. Ignoring the quality of your sleep can lead to chronic fatigue. And that's not just feeling tired, it's that bone-deep exhaustion that makes everything feel like a chore. I remember talking to a friend who said, "I thought I was just getting older, but it turned out I had sleep apnea." It was a real eye-opener for them. They went for a sleep study, and it made a world of difference. So, what can we do about it? Well, if you suspect a sleep disorder, consider getting a sleep study done. It might sound a bit daunting, but it can really help pinpoint what's going on. And creating a bedtime routine can also enhance your sleep quality. Think of it like winding down a bit before bed, maybe some light reading or listening to calming music. It sets the stage for better sleep. Have you ever tracked your sleep quality? It's fascinating to see how little changes can make a big difference. Share your experiences in the comments. We're all in this together, trying to figure out how to get the best rest we can. And remember, quality sleep is about those uninterrupted cycles that let your body do its magic. So let's make sure we're giving ourselves the best chance to wake up refreshed and ready to take on the day. Let's talk about something that might be affecting your sleep more than you realize: your chronotype. Now you might be wondering, what on earth is a chronotype? Well, it's basically your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. You know, that internal clock that tells you when it's time to hit the hay and when to rise and shine. And here's the thing, it plays a huge role in how rested you feel. Imagine this, you're a night owl, someone who naturally feels more alert and alive in the evening, but for whatever reason, you're forced to wake up early every day. Or maybe you're an early bird, but you find yourself staying up late, trying to keep up with a lifestyle that just doesn't match your natural rhythm. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't work, right? This mismatch between your lifestyle and your natural rhythm can really mess with your energy levels. Our bodies have these circadian rhythms, which are like our internal timekeepers. They dictate when we should be sleeping and when we should be awake. And when we fight against them, it can lead to exhaustion and even sleep deprivation. It's like swimming upstream, exhausting and not very effective. So what can you do about it? Well, one solution is to try and align your schedule with your natural tendencies. If you're a night owl, maybe see if you can adjust your routine to allow for a later start. And if you're an early bird, try to wind down earlier in the evening. It's all about finding that sweet spot where your schedule and your body's natural rhythm are in harmony. Another tip is to use light exposure to your advantage. Natural light is a powerful tool for adjusting your internal clock. So, if you're trying to shift your sleep schedule, get plenty of sunlight during the day and limit exposure to bright screens in the evening. It's like giving your body a gentle nudge in the right direction. The thing is, your body has this internal clock that dictates your optimal sleep and wake times. And when you respect that clock, you might just find yourself feeling more rested and energized. So, what's your chronotype? Are you a night owl or an early bird? Let us know in the comments. Let's talk about some morning habits that can really give your energy levels a boost. You know, those simple things you do right after waking up can set the tone for your entire day. It's like, if you start off on the right foot, everything else just seems to fall into place. First off, have you ever thought about changing your alarm sound? I mean, waking up to a melodic tune instead of that jarring beep can make a world of difference. It's like being gently nudged awake rather than being startled out of a dream. My friend once told me she switched her alarm to a soft piano melody, and she swears it makes her mornings feel more peaceful. And then there's sunlight. Getting some sunlight exposure first thing in the morning is like nature's way of saying, hey, it's time to wake up. It helps reset your internal clock and boosts your mood. I remember one morning, I stepped outside with my coffee, and the sun was just peeking over the horizon. It was like a warm hug from the universe. Oh, and don't forget about hydration. Drinking a glass of water as soon as you wake up can really kickstart your system. It's like giving your body a little wake-up call. You know, after hours of sleep, your body is craving some hydration. I always keep a glass of water by my bedside, so it's the first thing I reach for. Now, let's talk about routines. Having a consistent morning routine is crucial. It's like having a roadmap for your day. Without it, you might find yourself feeling sluggish or, just out of sorts. And while coffee is great, relying too much on caffeine can backfire. It's tempting to reach for that extra cup, but try to limit it to the morning. The thing is, these morning habits aren't just about feeling awake. They're about setting the stage for your energy and alertness throughout the day. It's like laying a strong foundation for a house. If you skip these routines, you might find yourself dragging by midday. So what morning habit energizes you the most? Is it the sunlight, the water, or maybe something else entirely? I'd love to hear about it. Share your thoughts below and let's keep this conversation going. Let's talk about something we all know but sometimes overlook: diet and exercise. You might be wondering, how do these really affect my energy levels? Well, the thing is, what you eat and how you move can make a world of difference. Imagine your body as a car. You wouldn't fill it with the wrong fuel and expect it to run smoothly, right? It's the same with our bodies. Eating whole foods, like fresh fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins, is like giving your body premium fuel. On the other hand, processed foods can be like putting sugar in the gas tank. Not ideal, right? Now, let's chat about exercise. I know, the word exercise can sometimes feel daunting, but it doesn't have to be. Think of it as simply moving your body in ways that feel good. Regular walking or light exercise can be a game changer. It's like giving your body a natural energy boost. You ever notice how a short walk can clear your mind and lift your spirits? That's because exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that help you feel more awake and alert. But here's the kicker. A poor diet and lack of exercise can lead to fatigue. It's like trying to drive a car with a clogged engine. You might get where you're going, but it's a struggle. And heavy meals before bed can be a real culprit too. They can disrupt your sleep, leaving you feeling groggy the next day. So maybe try having lighter dinners and see how that feels. So, what's the solution? Well, it's all about balance. Incorporate more whole foods into your diet. Maybe swap that processed snack for a piece of fruit or some nuts. And try to engage in regular physical activity. It doesn't have to be a marathon. Even a short daily walk can do wonders. The underlying reason is simple. A balanced diet and regular exercise enhance sleep quality and energy. It's like giving your body the tools it needs to recharge and refresh. Now, I'm curious. How do you incorporate exercise into your daily routine? Maybe you have a favorite walking route or a fun activity you enjoy. I'd love to hear about it, so feel free to comment below. Remember, small changes can lead to big improvements in how you feel each day. Let's keep moving forward together. Finding the right balance between rest and activity is like walking a tightrope. We all want to feel energized, right? But sometimes, even after a good night's sleep, we wake up feeling like we've run a marathon. It's puzzling, isn't it? My friend once said, "I sleep like a log, but wake up like a zombie." And I think many of us can relate. It's not just about how long we sleep, but how we spend our waking hours, too. Maybe it's about finding that sweet spot where rest and activity dance together. So, what does balance mean to you? Is it a morning walk, a quiet afternoon with a book, or maybe a bit of both? Share your thoughts. We're all in this together, figuring out what works best for us. So, we've covered a lot today, haven't we? We talked about how important sleep quality is, and how understanding your chronotype can really make a difference. It's funny. I used to think I was just a night owl, but it turns out I was just not listening to my body's natural rhythm. And those morning habits, they can set the tone for your entire day. Who knew that a little sunlight and a glass of water could be so powerful, right? And let's not forget about diet and exercise. It's like we all know we should eat better and move more, but sometimes it feels like such a chore. But the thing is, even small changes can lead to big improvements. Maybe it's just swapping out that late-night snack for something lighter or taking a short walk after dinner. These little tweaks can really add up over time. So if you found these tips helpful, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing your stories and ideas. It's like we're all in this together, figuring out how to feel our best every day. Remember, it's not about making huge changes overnight. It's about those small, consistent steps that lead to feeling more energized and ready to take on whatever comes your way. So, stay curious, keep experimenting with what works for you, and most importantly, take care of yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what really matters, right? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.